Okie doke.
What you been up to at work?
Well, I finished a 3-day job in 2 days, so that's always a plus.
That's good.
Yeah. So, but
Y'all work
it's
yesterday?
no, we didn't work yesterday.
Okay, I didn't know. I
Yes, you
figured
did.
y'all didn't, but
I
Yes,
did.
you did. You knew that he didn't work.
I actually didn't. I never actually asked him if he worked or not. I just
But you,
assumed
with
he
the
did.
weather, no.
I didn't know if they did a maintenance day.
Nah, buddy. You know what I was doing at 12:30 yesterday?
Napping.
At the golf simulator. Buddy, it was like they called it matinee golf. I don't even know what that means, but they're like it's matinee, and I was like, sweet, okay, cool.
It's like a matinee movie. It's just a discounted rate because nobody goes there at that time.
Yeah, well, so me and Callie went right, and it's usually $20 an hour per person, and
Yeah.
I didn't hear her say is matinee, and I was like, all right, cool. She told me it was like $21 for an hour for me and Callie, and I was like, I handed her my card, and I said, wait, what? How much did you just say? She's like, $20 is matinee. I was like, okay, sweet. I was like, I was just making sure that something wasn't wrong because that was way cheaper than I was. She's like, yeah, it's only $10 an hour when it's during matinee. I was like, bet.
Even better.
Yeah, I almost stayed for 2 hours just because of that, but I didn't. I got it out of there. But yeah,
Shoot.
no.
So I worked from home yesterday, and so I took the kids to Zaxby's at like 11,
Yeah.
and we just ate in Zaxby's. And while we were eating, a bunch of like cop cars and fire trucks rode by. So when we left, we passed it. A freaking tree fell on 21 onto a Chick-fil-A delivery car.
Oh, dude, I saw it on Facebook.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
wild.
that's wild.
The timing of that
Especially-
is terrible. Like,
Yeah, you got to be a super unlucky person.
Yeah.
Like,
holy cow.
and delivering the Lord's chicken too. Like,
Right?
that's crazy.
You're doing the Lord's work in bad weather out here and getting trees dropped on you. Come on, big man. I'm trying to help you out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a lot. Now, I say unlucky, but I mean, it only hit the back half of the car, and those cars are tiny.
That's lucky.
Yeah.
The fact that you can be driving.
He was lucky and unlucky at the same time.
Yeah, like simultaneous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, that was pretty wild. That's one of my like biggest fears is a tree falling on my vehicle while I'm driving.
I'm like, I guess it's because of the line of work I do, but I'm super like, what's the word? Hyperactive, hyper focused, maybe
Yeah.
about that exact thing. Like when I'm driving down
too.
the road, like I pay so much attention to.
I actually
The
wonder if I
trees-
need to
yeah,
speed
trees.
up or if I need to slam on brakes.
It just depends on the timing of it.
If you can't, if it's to the point where you're not seeing it fall, you need to slam on the gas. Like if you're close enough where you can't see it no more, hitting the brakes is too late. You're gonna wind
Yeah.
up right underneath it.
Yeah.
That would be super unfortunate.
Yeah, that would be bad.
But I had like I don't know. It just I always thought it was like just like a stupid fear because how often do you see that happen? And then I saw it yesterday. I didn't actually see it happen, but I saw it
Yeah.
right after it happened. I was like, holy, hate that for that guy. But like
Yeah.
that's like I got to see what happens to one of my biggest fears.
Yeah, that's.
Well, it wasn't
crazy.
that long ago. I mean, I was leaving softball and that tree was down in the road, right on a curb, and I never saw it till I hit the tree. Luckily, I just hit
Oh
like the
yeah,
top.
I forgot all about
just hit
that. Yeah,
Luckily, I just hit the top of it. I was on the phone when it happened.
Yeah.
Who was on the phone with? I think I was on the phone with Riley,
yeah.
and all she heard was me holler, and then like swerve and slam on brakes. Like, holy crap! And she's like, "Is everything good?" I was like, "I think so," but I just smashed a tree, dude.
Yeah. Oh my god. He calls me, and he says, "Dude, I just smoked a tree." And I'm like, "Holy crap, this man's got his kids with him." Like I'm like sitting in my driveway, haven't even got out of my truck yet from the game, and he's like, "Dude, I just smoked a tree." And I'm like, okay, well, I'm
Huh?
not getting out my truck now. Like, are you okay? Like, I need to head that way? Like, what's going on? And he's just like, I'm good, but
I just had to tell somebody, like,
yeah,
besides the person I was on the phone with.
yeah.
I was tripping, man. I
I
mean, I
bet.
never saw it until it was
Yeah.
right on the curb. I come around that curb and it was just
There.
there.
Yeah. Hey, dude, I've
Raylan
done
and
that.
Colton were like, "What was that?" I was like, "A tree." And Raylan goes, "Who put a tree in the road?" I was like, "I don't know."
Who put a tree in the road?
Oh
Holy.
Lord.
I've done that a couple times. I haven't hit a tree, but I've come close to hitting some trees that have been blown over, like in the road, especially out here. Like, it's real dark on the roads. There's no like street lights or anything anywhere. Bad weather, man. But I ain't never actually hit it like you have. That would have been
I'm just glad I was on the
terrifying.
side of the road I wasn't. If I'd
Yeah,
have been on the other side, and so I pulled over to check on my car, and this car was coming. So I was trying to wave him down and let him know.
yeah.
And it just
Hey.
blew past me. So I just turned around and looked. And then all you saw was tail lights and the back end of that car lift up.
Yeah.
And they swerved real hard, but they almost smoked it too.
Ooh, yeah, that ain't no fun.
And they would have got the bad part of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you were on like the end of it, like the branch end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still plenty enough to give you
It
a
just
heart attack.
Yeah, scratch it up a little bit, knock the light out, stuff like that, but nothing serious.
Yeah,
But if I'd have been on the other side, that would have been
that car that was coming. It was on the bad side, like
yeah.
ooh,
Yeah.
That would have been a bad day.
But you could see it from there a little
Yeah,
bit.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, Seth, what you been up to, man?
Nothing really. Just working. That's it. It's been pretty slow here lately. So
It has been slow, right? Like just in general, like it went from so busy, like with the holidays and stuff, to just I feel like
Everything's slow.
you
Like
just like have
yeah.
nothing to
Yeah,
do
just life
ever.
is slow right
Yeah,
now.
like it's insane the how you're on like with all the holidays, and then as soon as it's over, it's just like, whew,
well,
just
I'm just glad it's like it's back to normal because I mean life's already chaotic as it is. I
yeah,
think for
that's
all
true.
of us,
Yeah,
and so it just doesn't seem chaotic now because it was extremely chaotic
yeah,
just a
Yeah.
few weeks ago, and so now it's just back to normal chaos, which
yeah,
is like a relief.
which is wild, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh gosh, man, I'm trying to
How
I'm
them sinuses doing?
the sinuses are doing better, man, but I still got this dang cough, man, that just won't go away. Like I said before we started recording, man, I've been eating cough drops like they're candy. And supposedly I was informed that you're probably only supposed to eat so many cough drops a day. I've probably
I,
definitely
I swear I think that's true.
I'll I'll look when we get done. But it's possible.
I can see it.
I could see it too. Um the biggest thing for me, man, with the cough is y'all know I sing quite regularly, right? Especially like at church and stuff, and like trying to sing, and you can't, regardless of how good I sound when I talk, like that might not bother you, but as soon as you try and like change and hit a certain note with your voice, if your voice is like any type of strain from cough, man, it's
Yeah, no
unreal.
bueno.
Yeah, I was trying to hit some notes tonight at practice, and I was like, "Oh gosh, that was bad." That was like to the point where I was like, "Look, guys, if my voice ain't no better by Sunday, we may have to change songs because that's rough." But hey, we'll work it out. It'll work out. Keep drinking coffee every morning. I've been told heat and cough drops is the two best things for like your throat, I guess. So who
I
knows?
have no idea.
I don't really know either, but that's what I've been told, so that's what I'm going with. So, but
So apparently it's all right. Methanol poisoning. The most common medication in a cough drop is methanol. Then it says it is possible to overdose on cough drops containing methanol, but it's incredibly difficult.
Could you imagine?
Oh my
How many bags do you have to eat?
That's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
know.
You have
But
to.
apparently, it's a super non-common thing. But I mean, right here, I mean, there's a whole section on how is cough drop overdose treated, and it says you should call 911
Oh my
or
god.
contact the National Toll-Free Poison Helpline if you think you or someone you know has overdosed on cough drops or another medication. Could you imagine calling 911 and telling them that, yeah, my friend just overdosed on cough drops? They're gonna be like, no, he didn't.
No, yeah, no, you're such a
Like
liar.
they're gonna be like, what am I actually walking into here? And
Yeah.
you get there and there's just like 3 bags of empty cough drops sitting next to the guy. Like that would be
Oh my
insane.
god.
That's wild, actually, to think about that you can really.
Overdose on cough drops.
I mean, I guess you could
What's
technically.
the symptom? Like, what do you
I
just
don't know. I've never overdosed. I guess it's just your normal overdosing symptoms.
You just go to sleep slowly. Just
I mean, I don't
getting
know.
so tired, guys.
If you've overdosed, let us know in the comments. What's the symptoms?
Yeah,
I
holy
have no
cow.
idea.
That would be wild. Come stick you with some Narcan. Wake you back
Oh
up.
my gosh.
Oh man, dude, that's like a that's like the I seen a post where somebody was like, guy dies from eating like 140 chicken nugget McDonald's chicken nuggets or something like that, and then
Yeah, I bet he did.
one of the comments is like, so 139 is the limit.
Oh god.
Yeah, so
That's terrible.
yeah. Well, guys, this is the Southern Roots podcast. We are on episode 17, part 1 this time. Hopefully, it's only one part, cause or take one. If you
Did y'all
haven't,
check y'all's audio?
it's all locked from last time, so it should be good. And I did check the speaker thing. It's not coming through my speakers, so.
Okay.
But yeah, so if you haven't tuned in a couple weeks, go back, check out. We've got some good podcasts that came out pretty much since Thanksgiving. We have had a ton of stuff go on. So if you've missed any of that, make sure you go back and check out those podcasts.
On the YouTube channel.
And then, yes, Seth, you want to tell us about our social media real quick?
Yeah, we said we have the TikTok. We need to post one probably tonight or tomorrow. And we have the Instagram, which we still haven't posted, I don't think, in a minute. Facebook, we post every week to tell y'all what's going on with the podcast. And the YouTube channel, which what I was just talking about. We got the 2 videos out. The one, I just had it pulled up. The one is actually got like, have y'all seen how many views it's got? Like 1.2K.
I have not.
I have not
That's
checked
news
it.
to me.
So that's part 2. So it's doing pretty decent for our expectations at
Yeah,
least.
oh, for sure.
Surpassed my expectations.
Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. So y'all go like, subscribe, y'all go check everything out. We'd appreciate it. And that's about it.
Yeah, speaking of social media, dude, Callie said that we need to try and post more reels on our Instagram instead of like TikTok type thing. She said we need to try and focus on reels on our Instagram. She said something about Instagram fixed their algorithm or something, some social media content creator information stuff that I do not understand. But it's like pushing stuff out somehow. I don't know, but
Hey, that's
Uh,
about
Well, I thought we had it set to where the TikToks we post do go on our Instagram.
I
reel.
thought we did, but we don't because I don't think that one of us shooting Seth's AR. I don't think that's on our Instagram. because if it was, it should be linked already. I can check real quick though. But no, it is not.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I thought that
So
was happening.
yeah, so did I. I did too, but I hadn't gotten any
I
notifications.
thought it was going to Facebook and all, but I guess
Okay.
I probably should have realized when I wasn't getting notifications.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I mean, me too. But yeah, apparently something's different. I mean, her videos are going nuts right now. Like
Oh, really?
absolutely, like legit nuts. Like one of them's almost at 9 million. So
Dang.
Jeez.
yeah, but so she said we need to try and post some reels, so we can do. I can get her to help me with making some of those, anyways. Um, but anyways, which we've got a bunch of content still we need to try and put out on something because we still got. I mean, we haven't done any of those. I guess we still got the stuff from the YouTube videos that we can post like clips and stuff on stuff, and then the tuna video, and then which we still got. I still got we ain't even started that yet.
Yeah. I keep forgetting about it, I ain't gonna lie.
I do too. I
I
need to
thought
do
about
it
it yesterday.
I need it. We need to work on it. So, but anyways, that's enough about social media. If you don't follow us on social media, you're missing out on a whole bunch. So you make sure you go follow us. But with that being said, where y'all want to start tonight, man? We have
That's what I was about. That's what I was about to say. So I don't know if y'all want to do this now or if y'all want to do it later, but we got a couple comments about different stuff they want us to. I don't know if you want to call it debate or
I
Roll
don't
with
even
it.
know what they are. So this will be like straight off the cuff.
Roll with it.
you want to go with it now.
Yeah,
bump it.
sure.
All right. So all right, the first one is chocolate really bad for dogs?
No,
No.
chocolate is not bad for dogs. The thing is
So
with
it is. It
I mean, it
is.
is.
They just have to. They
It's
have to
bad
eat
for us though.
They have to eat a dumb amount
Yeah,
of it.
it is, but it's
But I mean,
also the same thing for us. Like if we eat the same
Yeah.
amount of chocolate. So for those who
They
don't
have to
know,
eat a certain percentage of their body weight in chocolate, and it's a
Yeah.
high percentage.
yeah, I think it's like 80%.
It's something crazy
Like
like that.
I'm
Can you
pretty
imagine
sure
eating
it's.
your body weight, your 80% of your
80%
body
of your
weight?
body weight.
I'm about
Brad
to. I'm
down.
about to do. Dude, you eat 80% of
Anything.
anything in your body weight, you're gonna die probably.
in one
Yeah.
sitting. If you not die, you're gonna wish you would.
What? Yeah. If you ain't dead,
you're gonna
gonna.
be very uncomfortable. The bathroom will be your best friend.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, or your worst enemy.
Oh my gosh. Hold
Probably
on.
be your best friend because if you're not in the bathroom. I mean, it's
Yeah.
a
So
lot easier to clean up there.
okay, so just for reference, I weigh 240 pounds, right? If I eat 80% of my body weight in chocolate, I have to sit down and eat 192 pounds of chocolate.
For one, where are you even getting that much chocolate?
That's what I'm saying. Okay. Also, and who's eating that much chocolate? Like, regardless, if you have just an abundant amount of chocolate,
So Ruger is like 65 pounds. How much would that mean he'd have to eat?
65 times 80%, 52 pounds. That's a
Oh
lot
my
of.
God.
I'm not
That's
even
so
eat.
much.
That's even
That's
a.
So
so much chocolate.
he'd have to start eating chocolate at the grocery store. That's the only place you're gonna find that much chocolate.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
For sure. That's
So-
insane. Like,
Yeah. So yes, chocolate's bad for dogs, but it's bad for humans and everybody else, especially if you eat 80% of your body weight in it.
yeah, I have dude. Look, so for those listening, those who listen and know us personally and know a good bit about us, know that my wife treats our dogs better than she treats me most of the time. Right? She looks at those dogs like literal kids sometimes. But I had
Sometimes,
yeah.
sometimes putting it lightly.
Yeah, that's true. We had like a, I forget what it was. It was some gathering out here at the house, and somebody brought chocolate cupcakes, and I forget who it was. Somebody gave Candy like the bottom piece of a chocolate cupcake, and Callie freaked out. She's like, you know, I mean, just absolute lost it. The dog has never. I mean, our dog is perfectly fine. Like, if
Yeah,
you
well,
think,
I had a bag of it's from I can't even remember what it was from. This was a few years ago. Of like one of the big bags of the peanut M&Ms,
yeah,
and then a
Yeah.
big bag of the Reese's Pieces.
yeah,
And
I think I remember you telling me this.
I came home, and Gunner had eaten both bags, the bag included,
oh my god, the bag's
except for
probably
like
worse than the
except
chocolate.
for some
Yeah.
except for some of the like there was little pieces of bags. The only reason I knew, and he was bloated, and he just went and he took a massive dump, and then he was fine.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I'm like,
dude, I don't know, man. And first of all, like anything cake wise, like chocolate cake wise, there's actually so little chocolate in that stuff. It's unreal. Like
yeah.
it's such a small amount. So
So I'm gonna go ahead and say this too, though. But like chocolate in general
yeah,
is kind of like bottom tier candy.
I'm not a huge chocolate guy. Like
I am not either. There was so much other candy I would prefer than chocolate. It's not even funny.
now,
No,
I will
I'd
say
rather
though,
chocolate most of the time.
like I will eat
I'd rather a
a
bag of chips. But that's because I'm fat. I'd rather real food.
yeah. I mean, I could get behind that also, but I can say that I do like a good Reese's Fast Break. That's probably one of my favorite candy bars.
Never had it.
I don't think I've ever had it either.
Oh, dog, y'all are missing out. I'm telling
Now the white chocolate Reese's, I will mess up a bag of those.
you. Okay.
But so you know, white chocolate is not even actually chocolate.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. What?
It's just wax or something.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it tastes amazing.
I do like.
Oh, you
white
don't
chocolate.
even know what it is. You just know
Oh,
it's
you
not.
I have
like-
no. I just know. I just know it's not chocolate.
Okay.
I'm about to Google it. That's crazy.
So
How could it
dogs
not
can't
be,
have
like-
grapes though, right? They can't eat grapes.
I have been told dogs can't eat grapes.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know
don't know
why.
how true that is.
I don't know why, but they say they can't have
So
grapes.
I've been told that like dogs can eat apples and all that stuff. Ruger got a hold of an apple one time and his face swelled up. So
Oh my God.
I don't know if dogs just can't have apples or if he's like allergic to apples.
I wonder, like, they found a dog by a grapevine or something. They just said, nope, they can't have them.
Yeah, like, how do you find these things out?
I have no idea.
I have no clue. Okay, white chocolate comes from the same cocoa bean as regular chocolate, but bypasses several of the production steps. So it is kind of real chocolate.
So it's a form of chocolate.
It
I
is a
guess.
form of chocolate, yeah.
So a way better form of chocolate.
No, I disagree personally.
I don't think I don't know.
I
man.
know I'm in the minority on that. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm well aware, but
Now I will say the cookies
love
and
some white
cream
chocolate.
Hershey's bar,
Hershey's. Yeah.
the cookies and cream Hershey bar. Yeah, buddy, I'll mess one of them.
My
up too.
kids don't even they don't even get that. Like Colton loves that candy bar, but when he goes to the store and we let him get candy, he won't get it because he knows I'm gonna get my share of that.
Yeah, I'm
So
taking.
he'll
I'm taking
pick
that
something
dad
else.
tax.
Yeah. So he'll just pick something else altogether.
Yeah, that you don't want.
He says,
Yeah.
bump that.
Yeah. Was there any more of those, Shane?
Yeah.
Oh, so we actually
So
did have
there's
some
actually there's actually like 1, 2, 3,
Jeez.
4,
Dang.
4 more.
Okay.
This is from 2 comments though. All right. This next one, the moon landing, real or fake?
Ah, I almost said something about that last when we started talking about this stuff. I'm gonna hear y'all's thing and I'll say it.
I have no idea.
So, I don't think it's fake, but I can understand the
gonna-
argument that it
I'm
is
just gonna
fake.
go with that it's real because I have no idea.
I say we never made it.
The reason I can hear that argument and not like say no, I don't believe you.
It's
Is
probably the reason
because-
I think that we haven't made it.
Why haven't we gone back?
My point. Yep.
Yeah.
We have.
So I'm not like hardcore like yes it happened. I'm
Yeah.
just more like they'd have to go through a lot to fake it, and like what's the point?
Yeah, I get that too. Like I understand. I can see it both ways. So, but my thing is like, when did the first moon landing happen? Like, I have no, like, I don't even know.
I can't remember.
No idea.
But it was like early on. Like, I mean, what we'll go. Was it earlier than the
Don't even say a
70s?
date. We're going to sound
Yeah,
real
stop.
Was it
stupid. Don't
earlier?
even say.
Okay.
Don't say
Anyways,
it.
It was earlier in our lifetime, or not
Yeah.
our lifetime, way before we were
yeah.
born.
I was gonna say we weren't born.
no, we
Yeah,
were
way
definitely
before
not
we were
born.
born.
I don't think that would be wild, right?
God, yeah, we made
we
this.
probably should Google this real quick.
No shot it was in the 90s. No shot it was in the 90s.
No way.
I do know it was home
Late
cheese,
70s,
wasn't it?
early 80s.
It was
Oh, now we're throwing out dates.
when was
All I know is the guy's name was Armstrong, and I don't
Neil-
want to say the wrong
I
Armstrong.
think it's Neil Armstrong.
Are you sure that's not the biker? No, or is that Lance Armstrong?
I think
I don't know which one it is. Is it Lance or is
Lance
it-
Whoa,
Whoa!
Lance Armstrong. I'm pretty sure is the biker. I'm pretty sure. We're about to find
Just
out.
look it
man.
up. Look it
Yeah.
up, please.
First moon landing.
First moon landing. It's the only moon landing, supposedly.
All right. It was Neil Armstrong. So that's a plus.
Hey.
I knew it was an Armstrong.
I
That's
knew it
all
was
it is.
Armstrong too. Yeah.
That's as far as I was willing to go.
But it was July 21st, 1969.
Okay,
So-
so I was off on the late 70s, early 80s.
I thought it was before the 70s, but I wasn't 100% sure. Not much before the 70s. But so my argument is, okay, if we've done it, you're telling me that the technology now, I mean, we're well over 30, 40, 50, almost 50 years now at this point. Close to 50 years. The technology can't get us back to the moon? I don't believe it.
I'm not saying you're wrong. My honest to God, my only argument to it is
It's why.
what? Yeah,
Why
why?
fake it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean,
Why?
I get it.
So that's where I stand on. Like, do I think it's fake? If I had like gun to my head, I had to pick, I would probably go with no, it's not fake. But I'm not totally convinced on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much same here.
Yeah. I
So-
don't. Yeah. It just doesn't.
I'm gonna
make sense to me.
throw one out there that's actually not in this comic.
Oh god.
Aliens.
So
I feel like we would have found him by now.
apparently they just the government
If
said
we-
we found them a couple months ago. Remember?
Yeah,
When
I get
government-
that. The government, they do their thing.
So
we had that.
I don't think there's like the green one-eyed freaks. You know,
yeah.
it depends on what your definition of alien is. Yeah, one of
Yeah.
those. No. I'm out on that. But like, as far as like living things like microorganisms and stuff like that, yeah.
I don't know, man.
I have no idea.
So you
I
don't think
know.
that you don't think there's like no way that there could be like
There's a possibility. Yes.
I think that there is a possibility there's something else living in space, but then I don't like. I'm trying.
whether they can actually communicate and fly around and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, what
Yeah.
my thing is like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of it like what my mind can comprehend, and then also like, I don't know, man. Like I don't know.
I don't know what I necessarily as far as aliens go. All I know is I love alien talk, and like if I
So-
can find a podcast with people like
God.
talking, I swear I will listen to it, man. Like Joe Rogan's got a podcast with somebody that supposedly worked in Area 51 and got kicked out, and I can't remember the guy's name, but like that stuff's fun to listen to because if it is true, that's insane.
Yeah, I get it,
But if
then-
it's not, like the dude just needs to write fiction books because it would be great.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
so I'm intrigued by stuff. It always is like it would be really cool,
Oh yeah,
but
I
it'd
mean,
also be like super scary.
I'm not gonna lie. When Shane's like, I love alien talk. I'm thinking, like, me beep boop bop. Like that's what he wants
Oh
to
my
hear.
God. No, anything where like
Ain't no way,
you
bro.
like UFO sightings and stuff like that. I can get sucked into that stuff,
Yeah, I could see
and
that.
I'll go back and forth as far as if it's true or not.
I heard that. Yeah, that's a good one too. I have no idea. I mean, I feel like there's I don't know. I don't like it just I don't know how to
It's
put it into
possible.
words. Yeah,
It
I feel
wouldn't
like it,
surprise. Like if we find out they are, I would not be surprised, and we find out they're not, I'm also not surprised.
yeah, I
Which
think
I
I'm
guess, how do you find out they're not? I guess it would just forever be a question if there is.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
guess
can't never actually confirm.
at some point you would just say if there was out there if they were out there we
I
would
mean,
have
my
found
God, we
them by
just
now.
got done talking about we don't know if we even landed on the moon. So, like,
Yeah, that's true.
like there's no way that we actually know.
That is true.
So, all right, the next one they said Tupac, dead or alive.
Holy.
Who's Tupac?
Oh god, we're gonna get flamed for that. He's a rapper.
Luckily, I do know who Tupac
Yeah,
is.
he's a rapper that supposedly got shot um
And
by
people think I don't know a whole lot about the story. He got shot by Suge
Biggie.
Knight, right?
Was it Suge?
I thought so,
It
or
might
maybe
be.
he put it on
I know like
because
him
he was with. I
uh
listened to something about it. It was I can't remember the name of the record label, but he was like over that record label.
I think it is. Yeah. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but
Yeah, I don't really know much on the situation to be honest with you. Um,
I think Snoop was around when that happened. Like in the area.
yeah,
Like they were on the same record label. Like they
Death Row, Death Row, Death Row something was the name of the was the record label.
yeah. But yeah, it's I think he's dead. Like again, man, there's no way somebody can just disappear like that forever. Like
For that long, at that high, like
that
somebody that's that
yeah.
popular.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like
yeah.
if for some reason I wound up with millions of dollars and could just disappear, yeah, I could like nobody knows who I am. You know what I mean? I mean, like,
Well, so,
obviously
okay, so
y'all would
that
know like that I'm,
yeah.
but or like my family and stuff, but like
But also, if I ever saw you walk around, I would know it was you.
that is true.
You'd have to totally change everything
I get it.
like your looks
But
and
then
all
when
that stuff.
like I don't know, man. But like
Uh,
in witness protection, like they do that all the time. Like they'll pick up a family and move them across country.
yeah, but that's totally like they. If he wasn't a witness protection, then we'll never know. Because I mean, they're going to move you across country, whole new identity, whole new like everything,
Yeah.
and you're not gonna have any contact with.
Anybody
But
that you used to.
yeah, so or yeah, it's possible, but at that point, you have government resources helping you.
That is true. I don't know. I
So
think he's dead though. Like,
yeah, yeah, I don't really know much about the situation. My guess would be he's probably dead. But now somebody that I could see that's alive that everybody thinks is dead because he wasn't very popular like Tupac, Carol Baskin's husband.
oh, the Tiger King.
Yeah, the her first husband that
So,
mysteriously just
so I
disappeared.
never watched that
Oh,
series. So
you
I
never
no.
watched it? So Carol Baskins had a husband, and he just supposedly he just left her, and nobody knows where he's at. Nobody's heard from him. Well, of course, what's the Tiger King's name? I can't even remember his name.
I don't know.
No
Okay,
idea.
I just hate calling him Tiger King. That's so corny.
That's hilarious.
Anyway, Joe Exotic, that's his name. Joe Exotic.
Yeah.
So Joe Exotic's theory is that she killed him, like grinded him up
Whoa.
and fed him to the tigers.
Oh my gosh.
So that's like where a lot of their feud came from. Because she was trying to shut him down. He's like, "Well, what happened to your husband?" And so a lot of people think that she killed him. she swears that he left and nobody knows where he's at. And I heard like I don't know, like 8 months ago or something like that. It was a while ago. Some apparently he was spotted in another country somewhere. I just never followed up on it.
Holy cow! So you think
Yeah.
he's alive?
I think he's alive. I think he just wanted to leave her, and he had enough money to do it. And it wasn't
mean-
like he wasn't super famous, so it's a whole lot easier when you're not crazy famous
Yeah.
to just uproot and leave. I mean, he went to a whole new country and everything.
That's crazy.
So, all right, the next one. The dinosaurs built the pyramids in Egypt.
No.
No shot, right?
No.
No.
They
Heck
don't have no thumbs.
Yeah, no thumbs.
How are they supposed to pick up a rock?
I swear.
Their
I
mouths-
didn't even know that was a thing that people
Me
debated
neither.
on.
That's
it.
wild. People actually.
Yeah, I
think
read.
that?
I had to read that a couple times to make sure.
Did it tell you who commented these?
Yeah.
Okay, well we can talk about that later. I want to know who
Yeah.
commented what.
All right.
But yeah, that's crazy. Like, I don't know anybody. I don't think I personally know anyone who thinks that the dinosaurs built the
I didn't know that was a
pyramids.
thing.
I didn't.
Yeah, I
either.
didn't know that was a
people
thing
thought
either.
I mean,
Well,
for
like
guy-
just like last, I didn't know. I hadn't heard much about the Helen Keller thing. Like that was a new thing that I had just found out like the day before Andy said something about it.
Oh wow.
yeah.
So I don't. But I've never heard that. Watch now. That's all I'm going to see on Facebook.
Probably.
All right, the last one. Oh, buddy, hold on. Technical difficulties.
Oh God.
All right, no TV contest show is real like American Idol. They're not actually counting those votes to pick a winner. So I think it depends on what portion of the show you're talking about. The tryouts are definitely for real.
I don't know I don't think the tryouts are real.
So how do they determine who's on the show? I
I
think
think-
people
I think-
actually do go and try out.
No, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That does. But all that stuff's already predetermined, like before the show starts.
Yeah, but people still have to go and try out. is
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
I know. Like
yeah.
I know people who went and tried out for American Idol.
Oh, really?
Okay. I don't actually
Yeah.
really know. I just feel like that is definitely true.
Yeah, the trial
And I
portion
feel
of
like-
it is real.
I feel like it is filmed and you do get to see some of those like actual tryouts.
Yeah. Well, so I know this is just American Idol. I know the way it works is you go like when they have like their city things when they go to each city. Way before that even happens, you go to like and you sit in front of like thousands and thousands and thousands of people go to audition, and you don't even sit in front of the three judges. Like you go
Yeah.
and sit in front of like random people, and they're like yes or no, yes or no.
Yeah.
And they let some of the really bad ones go through just for
For
content.
TV.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, for TV. So,
Yeah.
and then
So
they
that's
say,
more like a 50-50 thing to me.
Yeah.
Now as far as the actual contest where they're on the big stage and all that stuff, I agree. There's no way they're counting all those votes like that.
no, there's no way it's that quick.
No.
There's no way. I don't
Yeah,
think.
no.
Like I think it's predetermined.
Yeah.
Like for instance, what's his name? Dang, I love the way
I know
he
there's a
sings.
guy from around here that's on this season.
Oh really?
I've
really?
seen it all over Snapchat. His name's like Will something.
Oh, I don't know.
I have no idea.
A guy that we all three know has been posting about it on Snapchat.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. What's his name? What's the dude that sang that song? Lane Hardy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just awful funny to me. Granted, the dude can sing. Like I like the way he sounds. Like the version of his Simple Man, I dang near like his better than the original.
Oh, the one I can't even remember the name of it right now, but I didn't even realize that there was an original version, and I don't like it at all compared to his.
Yeah, like so like I like his stuff. But
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it's funny how he didn't even make it, I don't think, the first year to like the main stage. Or if he did, he got like cut like real
Pretty
early,
early.
right?
Yeah.
Then the next time he's there playing a guitar for
They put
his-
him through and not the other chick.
They put
Yeah,
her through.
they put her through,
Oh, they did.
but they're like, "Come on, Lane, sing, sing us something," and then he sings, and then they're just like, "Holy cow, you've changed so much." Trust me, I know what a year's time can do for a voice singing all the time, but to go from not on like barely making the stage to he won it that year,
Yeah.
like that seems kind of scripted.
I do think
You know what I
a
mean?
lot of those shows start off genuine, like
I do too.
the
Yeah.
early seasons of American
Yeah.
Idol.
Yeah.
I think that starts off genuine because like, I even question Survivor, my favorite show ever. Like how real is that?
Yeah.
Now I do know like the early survivors were definitely real. Like they would show their body transformation at the beginning and at the end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like you can even tell some of their transformations in the newer stuff, but like how much of that is staged? And I know a lot of it is staged because I mean, I wanted to be on Survivor for the longest time. So I've done my research. Like the contestants, whenever they're getting ready for challenges,
Yeah.
they're not allowed to talk. They're not allowed to strategize, and they could be sitting out there for what we see 15 minutes of. They could be out there for like 6-7 hours filming stuff.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Like I get like you got to make TV like interesting, but then
Yeah.
like especially those competition shows, I feel like you should just let those happen. You know what I mean? Like
well, I think the competitions do just happen. But I'm talking all the other stuff like this person doesn't like this person, and then the way they cut up the clips of this person talking about that person and all that stuff to make it seem like they don't like each other. A lot of that's just BS.
yeah.
Like they'll
Yeah.
just edit it to make it seem like that and take a clip from here and here and here and put it together.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden these two people don't like each other.
Right.
And then when it come to find out like later on you'll be like, yeah, no, we were fine with each other the whole time.
Yeah. We just chilling.
Or like it was all just for show.
Yeah. Well, that's like my granny was the manager. Was like the, you know how like in wrestling where they'll have a manager sometimes walk down with them and all, like they'll carry
Yeah.
their belt and stuff like that. My granny was Hulk Hogan's manager, right? And she found out that it was fake and quit. Like, they would all be talking big, bad, and mean and stuff, and then they'd all go out and have dinner and party together and stuff like that. And she's like, "Nah, this ain't cool." I'm like, "You really screwed up the trajectory of my life here."
Well, not only that, like, so I understand as a kid, like, of course, as a kid, I thought it was,
Yeah.
I thought it was real. But if you think about it, like,
Yeah.
the stuff they're doing, there's no
Yeah.
way, dude.
Yeah.
You're not jumping off the top of a cage onto somebody's sternum and them being okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they actually end up coming back to win the match. Like, there's,
Yeah. Now, a lot of that
it
stuff
just-
is like, I mean, it's like they're catching each other like arm in arm.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're still jumping and stuff like that.
no, they're still doing that,
Like-
but I'm saying they're not like full on. Like, if I
Yeah,
did
just
that
like-
to Seth, I would potentially kill Seth.
Yo, for sure.
If I just jumped off of a 15-foot platform
really,
straight
really
on
good
onto his chest.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, they're like wrestlers are
They're
insane
they're
athletes.
they're stuntmen. They're
yeah,
stuntmen.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're
I mean, they
it's
actually
insane.
get hurt. They actually
Mhm.
lose teeth. They actually break bones. Like,
Yeah.
all that stuff does happen. And like all the referees are trained paramedics
Yes.
for when something does happen. Because when you're doing stuff like that,
It's
especially for
just-
as long as the WWE's been around, it's bound to happen.
Yeah, something
Oh,
bad's
You're
gonna
doing a
happen.
bunch of stunts, it's going to
Yeah.
end up happening. But yeah, I mean, of course, when I was a kid, I thought it was real, and then I come to realization, I was like, I can't believe I ever even like
Thought
that was-
yeah.
that was legit.
You know what's nuts? My dad still watches it every Monday and every Friday.
Hey, it's for some
Dude,
people. It's just
yeah, some
entertainment
people-
to some people.
Dude,
Some
Dad
people love
loves it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I like sitting here watching whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's his thing. Like he could tell me, he can
Tell you what beef's going on right
yeah,
now and
with
all that
who
stuff.
and what name
Yeah.
and who's coming, who's the up and coming.
I don't even
guy.
know. I don't even know any of the wrestlers anymore. All the wrestlers that I know are new. I think they're all retired.
Yeah, John Cena's about retired. Like he's about done.
Yeah.
Out?
Yeah.
He ain't done yet?
I think he like wrestles like 2 or 3
He
times a
probably
year.
does just like
the
special
big,
stuff.
like the big stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, speaking of, so me and Dad went to the Royal Rumble last year, right in January,
Yeah.
almost a year ago, and so a weird thing when you watch it on TV, you can hear crowd, you can hear the announcers talk, all that, right? Inside that arena, there's nobody announcing, no talking, no. I mean, just people like
People fighting.
yeah, it's just like two people in a ring fighting the whole time. Like
So
that's
you don't
it.
even hear the wrestlers?
You can't. I mean, unless you're like right on top of them, you can't hear. They've got like microphones underneath the mat, so like when they get slammed, it just goes boom, like through the whole arena. Like a.
So it's actually better watching it on TV.
I think it's better watching it on TV, yeah,
That's
because you
crazy.
can't hear like
I know that.
yeah, it was wild.
I didn't. I figured
and-
you would. I knew that you wouldn't have the announcers.
But why not? You have the announcers at a football game.
You have that one announcer that just like such and such for 10 yards. Like I figured you may have something like that, but you're not gonna have like the play-by-play stuff. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is, but like, why not though? Like they're already saying it.
The same reason you don't have the same TV announcers that you can hear at the games. But I did figure they'd make it where you could at least hear the people, like the wrestlers themselves.
No, you can't hear the wrestlers for sure.
That's
It was wild.
to me.
It was wild, and like, so like the Royal Rumble, like every 90 seconds, somebody else comes in, right? So they would like the countdown will start 10, and everybody stand up. 10, 9, countdown, right? And then
Yeah.
somebody come in, and as they're running in, everybody's yelling, blah, blah, whatever. Well, then they'd get to the ring for about 10 seconds, and then everybody'd sit down. And then you just hear people running around and stomping on the mat, and the countdown would come back up, and everybody 10, 9. I mean, that was it.
Now I don't know what the Royal Rumble is, so that's not like your normal WWE stuff where
No,
the
that's
wrestlers talk their smack and all that.
No, it's a pay per view.
So I wonder if you went to a regular match, if you
I'm
can
sure
actually
like
hear
that
the wrestlers
talking
at
and
that
stuff.
point.
Like,
That's what I was talking about. Like when they're like, "You freaking suck"
Oh, yeah,
type
yeah,
thing
yeah,
in the
yeah.
mic. Like,
Yeah,
why would
I'm
you
sure-
not be able to hear
yeah,
that?
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Because like
Yeah.
then you're just sitting there and you're like, "What are they? What am
What
I
are they
hearing?
saying?
I don't
Yeah,
even understand
What's
what they're
going on?
arguing about."
Yeah, so like they talked like at the very end, some of them were
Yeah.
talking junk, and you could hear that. But I thought you
Oh,
meant
okay,
like
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I thought you meant like while they were wrestling. I'm like, no, you can't hear.
No,
it.
because
Like,
you can
there's-
barely hear them on a TV.
Yeah, well, it's just
Yeah,
nuts.
okay.
So I
Yeah.
I was under the impression like I don't know what I thought. Like silence or like a little bit of thump and cheer wasn't really what I thought was what was gonna happen. You know, what I
It would
mean?
have threw me off too.
Especially when I've always watched it on TV. You know what I mean? So I always have heard the announcing and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
then you get there and it's just like,
What's
ain't no-
going on
ain't-
here?
What is
ain't no-
going on?
Ain't
Yeah.
nobody gonna say nothing. Like, I can't really tell what he's doing up there. He's like they're hugging. No.
Wow.
So, but is that it? Is that the last one?
That was the last one.
God, that worked out perfect. We got enough time to talk about. We have
Nick
to,
Saban
we have to
retiring.
talk about the national championship real quick, and then we can talk about the actual
I
elephant.
don't
in
even
the
want to
room.
talk about it. I don't even want to talk about national championship.
National championship was a joke.
I wouldn't say it was a joke. I mean, it was a
was a good
okay
game.
game. It just
Was
I
it?
just didn't like the team. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say it was. I was.
I don't think.
I didn't watch it a whole lot, so I wasn't very interested in it.
Kind of, but yeah, I thought it was a pretty good game.
Yeah, I just don't. I didn't want Michigan to win,
I didn't either.
so it wasn't very fun for me.
Yeah. So I heard somebody say the SEC's dead. I'm like, if y'all think
Oh
because
my
y'all
God,
won
here we
one,
go.
y'all won one national championship at the end. It's technically.
I mean,
two.
literally nobody can win something every single year. I mean, Jesus.
If it would, it wouldn't be no fun for nobody else.
Yeah, the only reason y'all still watch because y'all have like a 10% chance of upsetting the SEC every year.
Yeah.
Sit down, peasants.
Yeah. SEC football
So-
reigns supreme.
Just go ask the NFL scouts. who they want.
Yeah.
They will tell you SEC football players come out more prepared for the NFL than other conferences on average. Of course,
Yeah, you're gonna
Oh
have.
yeah, for sure.
We're
you're
not
going to
talking
have
about
some variance.
exceptions. We're not talking about
Yeah,
exceptions.
we're talking about on average.
God.
So
But other than that, yeah, college football is officially over for the season. Hate to see it go. Also, something else I really hate to see go. I told Seth earlier, it's going to be weird, really weird watching college football and not seeing Nick Saban around somewhere.
you're still going to see him around college football. He's going to be on
Well, I mean,
shows.
I
He's
get
going
it,
to
but
be. He's just not going to be on the sidelines, which I agree is going to be weird.
especially when you see Alabama on the field.
That's going to be really weird. I do
I
think
feel
it's
bad
funny. All the
for
Georgia
who,
fans that are like celebrating this.
bro. I'm so upset.
Me
I
too.
am too, because at the end of the day, he still owned us. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
just
I
Oh, for
wanted
sure.
to
I
beat him,
wanted
bro.
to beat him at least one more time. But so it's a bittersweet thing. If you're an actual college football fan, you're not happy about this. I feel like.
No, man, you can't. Like he's legit probably one of the greatest college football coaches ever.
Ever.
Like,
And if he's not ever, because of course there's an argument for some other coaches, but he's not ever, he's going to be the greatest in our lifetime.
yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
100%.
And I'm just glad that like I was actually old enough to be able to pay attention
And no,
Yeah,
like,
and
and
know
actually
like
watch it. Yeah.
and be able to appreciate. Because of course at first when I was younger I was like, man, I can't stand Nick Saban, blah blah yada yada yada.
yeah,
But then as I got older I was like, okay, I just need to appreciate this.
yeah, like this man is
I mean, he's
working
really
a
doing it.
masterpiece. Like,
yeah, it's impressive.
yeah,
So yeah, from a Georgia fan, I am actually upset that he is retiring. But good God Almighty, I am glad he's retiring too. So maybe we can finally beat those jokers on a consistent basis.
that is true. I
Yeah.
I wonder who they're gonna bring in.
Dude, I have no idea. You want to know what I think is going to happen? I was talking to someone about this earlier. I think they're going to bring somebody up already in their organization. I don't think they're going to go do no big, flashy hire like everybody wants them to do.
Yeah, but who would they go get? Like,
They
even-
could, honest to God, they could probably go and get just about anybody they wanted. Just about.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that.
But I don't think that's what they're going to do. I think they're going to hire somebody from within. And I think Bama fans are going to be upset about it because it's not some big, flashy hire like they want. Because they're gonna want Dabo. Dabo's been linked to Bama for years now.
Yeah.
He's talked about leaving Clemson too.
Oh yeah, especially with some of the comments he made earlier this year.
Yeah,
That rumor mill is going to happen, and that rumor is going to happen probably fairly quick.
yeah.
I just don't see it happening.
I didn't want to believe it. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I didn't. I was on the phone, and the guy he told me he goes up. Nick Saban retired, and so first thing I do is I pull out my phone, I look at my notifications, and I don't have nothing, and I go on Twitter and I don't see. I was like, no, he didn't. He's like, it's on ESPN right now. I was like, unless ESPN was one that broke it, there's no way. And it wasn't 5 minutes later I got a notification from CBS, and that's when I sent it to y'all.
Yeah,
But until I get that notification through on like CBS, I don't believe it.
Yeah, that's like I mean, that's like the whole Kirby going to the Falcons. It's like y'all just calm down. Like y'all are tripping. I don't think he goes to the Falcons.
I don't think it goes to the NFL.
I don't.
Which
think
I
he
will
does either.
say now, the NFL probably is a little bit more appealing to college coaches, more so now than what it used to be.
Yeah, because all the NIL and having to deal with the transfer portal and not having to deal with all that extra bull.
There is no off season in college. Granted, I know
There's
there's not much of an
recruiting,
off season in NFL, but you still do get a little bit of.
Yeah, you can
I
spend
can
time
just
with the
chill out.
family.
Yeah,
you
man.
know?
You don't
Yeah.
like. I think Seth, you were telling me before we started, like the NFL, the draft days, the head coach has very little to do with that. Like,
Yeah, he's just like,
I
hey,
mean, he has
we need this player.
we
in
need this kind
position."
of player, and
Go
then
get me the best one you
go
can get.
yeah, like they have people that does all that stuff.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
now that is a lot the same with college too. Like Kirby is doing very little door knocking,
Oh yeah, yeah. Especially at a
but
college of that
but he
caliber.
is still doing it though. I mean, you actively see him at college or at
High
high
school.
school football games
Yeah.
and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. So he is doing it obviously, but he's not the one that's beating doors every day,
Yeah, for sure.
making phone calls every day. There's specific players that he does that with, but that's about it.
Yeah. I
There's
agree.
some recruits that probably don't even see Kirby until they either sign or go for their official visit.
I'm about to say I'd be willing to bet some of them probably don't even see him till they get to campus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and then they still might not see him then on that official visit.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's gonna be a lot of them that don't see him
Yeah.
until they actually get there.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it is. It's a end of an era, that's for sure.
Oh, for sure, a great one.
Oh
It's,
man,
it's a sad day for college football.
it is. If you're
For
a
sure.
college football fan and you're at some point you're not sad about this, I don't think you're an actual college football fan.
Yeah. I understand being sad and happy at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not saying that there isn't some positive out of this. Trust me.
And I'll go ahead and tell you, they're not going to be trash next year just because they got a new coach. Neither.
No.
No.
You don't have that caliber of players. I don't care who coaches, and then just going to be trash.
No.
I agree.
So
I
they're
did
still
see-
going to be good. They're still going to be good for a few more years, and they may not drop off hardly at all, because they may get somebody in there that can kind of ride Nick's coattail for a little bit,
Yeah.
and then start getting his own feet on the ground and figure out the recruiting trail and all that stuff, and may continue right on.
Yeah.
That's definitely a possibility.
You never know.
Now there's no way they're going to be as dominant as they were. I don't think anybody can replicate that. Like, as much as I would love to see Kirby do, I don't think he can replicate that.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I
Neither.
don't think so. It's yeah, that's a
generational coach play. I mean,
yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, that Joker's coached some incredible talent. Like, I don't know, man. You just hate to see him go, but love to watch him leave. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
one of those feelings. So, but I done ate 4 cough drops again, sitting in here for another hour. So,
He's-
Keep me on speed dial.
yeah. my wife's at the house, so we'll be all right. I tell her, hey, baby, if I start, wigging out or something, I'm over.
If I just go to sleep and don't wake up.
Yeah, I'm ODing on cough drops. Okay, make sure you call the ambulance. Well, guys, I ain't gonna lie, man. I thought this one was gonna be a short one tonight. I didn't know you had all those comments, which actually.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't know until we got on, and I knew about the one comment, and I was like, oh, we need to check.
I'm glad you checked
so we can
because
go over them.
I actually think it went pretty well. I think they went pretty well, straight off the cuff, no information on them at all.
yeah.
Yeah, some of them we had no clue. Like the dinosaur, I had to read that like 3 or 4 times
That's funny.
because I had to make sure I was reading it correct.
Yeah. So, well, guys, this has been the Southern Roots Podcast, episode 17. Thank y'all for joining. Seth's going to tell us about our social media real quick before we get out of here one more time.
Yep, we got the TikTok, the Instagram, the Facebook, and the YouTube channel. Y'all go check everything out. Like, subscribe, comment. Any interaction is great. We'd appreciate that.
Absolutely, guys. Again, this is Southern Roots Podcast. I'm Andy.
I'm Seth.
And I'm Shane. Remember, always keep those Southern roots.